Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. Let's get into it. Banned from the Bible, 3 books in one, the book Enoch, Jubilee, and Hagee. And it's because I tell you, this book has been translated by Joseph Lubkins. So the first book you got to read is Hagee. First should be last, last should be first. So what's the last book? Hagee, J-A-S-H-R, so you know why I pronounce it that way. And I have to stop that because I cut it into the time. But anyway, so that's the book. It's the testimony from the time we left the garden to in the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy of everything that was going to happen to us from the time we left the garden to this day. And Enoch is the prophecy of everything that's going to happen in the world from generation to generation. We're going to get deeper into that, some of that today. Next book, the law of God gave him the Apocrypha, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope, charity, judgment, execution of righteous judgment, the Bible, where it came from, who did it, when, where, how it was put together, and who, when, there, and why they put together, and the things that they put together for. So the Apocrypha, so you gotta understand, anything I give it to you got prophecy in it. Why? Because the law of God gave me prophecy and told me what prophecy is doctrine. In the dream, the book came just like this here, wisdom book. That's how it was in the dream when it came to me. Next book, the law of God gave me the demons, the testament of Solomon. Got to know the demons, who they are, what they're doing, how they're doing, what frustrates them, what angels are over them, what they can do, what they can't do, what hurts them, what harms them, what frustrates them, what business there are, and the prophecies and things that they said they was going to do in the last days, and they are doing them, just like the law of God told you. Say, it should be like in the time of Noah. So they had the fallen, they had they had the angels that was cast down in hell, and they had the fallen, they had all of them. They all there, and they all back here now doing their work. And the only thing about it now, they work with these evil and wicked people. Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's what they're doing. Next book the Lord God gave to me. The reason why I'm here. The testament of the 12 patriarchs. He said, I'm going to send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and he shall turn the hearts of the children back to their fathers, and the fathers' heart back to the children. So who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and Joseph, and Ben. Those are our fathers, man. They left us everything. Exaltation in the last time. What's going to happen in the last days? How we're going to be in captivity? What's going to happen to us when I was in captivity? Who going to steal what and when and how from us? Yeah, and how we're going to get up out of this captivity. So all those things are in there in the Testament. And this book here is written, translated, copied by Robert H. Charles. Understand, I haven't written none of these books. And these books, the law God gave them to me, just like I'm telling you, he gave them to me. How else would I know of them? How else would I have them? Yeah, man, actually got next book he gave me, the first and second book of Adam and Eve, the conflict of Adam and Eve, and how it all started. Yeah, how it all started, and what Satan said he was doing then, he's doing the same thing now. Right, same thing now, he's doing right now today. All that's in that book, the first and second book of Adam and Eve, and the prophecy that Adam gave. So I made a video, Adam prophecy. But yeah, that's what I tell you. Say when you listen to these videos, if you have somebody sick and shut in, somebody that can't get out, let them listen to my video. Just let them listen to it and see how it helps them, how it changes them. Yeah, and those books makes up what? The Holy Bible. The Holy Bible came from somewhere. Yeah, but man, there's a reason for everything under the sun. And all those books that I said, show you, makes up the Holy Bible. Yeah, they're more than that, though. I'm just telling you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. And that's what that's what the law of God told Zerubbabel. That's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. But I always tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6, and go to Hagee and read the prophecy the Lord God gave to Hagee and told him what Zerubbabel what he was going to do in the last days. So anyway, so it's not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. And now that's the signet. But also you have to read on the same paper, same message. It's a message. See that? Deuteronomy chapter 20, Deuteronomy chapter 7. You have to go, man, that's about you. All that's about you. Then of course you have this book. The Gnostic Gospel tell you all the time that there's that book just not in the Holy Bible, period. It's just not in there. The Acts of John, because we know now that the Bible has been abridged, and so you don't have to go along with somebody saying, oh, the Bible was tampered with. That. You can go right there to the second book of Maccabees and show me everything what happened to the Bible, when, where, how, who put it together, why they put it together. And it tells you. So now you don't have to guess. That's the thing about it, Lord God. All the questions and things that you've been asking about, these books here answer them all. That's right, they answer them all, and plus more. Yeah, it does that. I mean, I'm just telling you, bro. So anyway, so they got the testimony of Thomas, Mary, and John, the gospel. And their gospel, then they have a lot of things in there that Jesus said, and it's in the Holy Bible. It's just written in different form and manner. Man, so of course, I had two dreams. I dreamed all night, but I couldn't remember those dreams because I was too busy. I was too busy, man. I was frustrated, yeah. Because, man, they tell you the lies, man. You listen to them pastors and preachers after you done read these, the law of God and came in, and you done heard truly the voice of God, and you know that's God's word, and you go back and listen to those pastors and preachers and everything, man, you become you become frustrated, yeah, because you know that they're lying. You know that they're lying. Now, at first you could think of them that they was lying, but now you know they're lying. But everybody that wants what they want, being covetous and want to plunder the other man good, well, that's what they want. So they go sit in them church houses and everything and do things like this. A dream that I had at the beginning of this year. I was in this hotel committing fornication with this, with a whore. That's what I can say, a whore or adulteress. They had this Hispanic man that saw my truck downstairs and couldn't move it because it wasn't parked illegally. I was upstairs in the room with a whore trying to get her and another whore to commit abomination with me. The other woman kept going in and out of the room. I was trying to hurry up and commit fornication with her before the war started. Now, this is what the really dream is about. Before the war started. The war started. The Hispanic man came back, back with his outfit in a group and took my truck that was a truck of many colors. Yeah, that's what it was. And they pushed it across the street and wrecked the front of it. The war started. The war started. But women, a lot of women came into the room to see if I was. Oh, let me see. The war had started. A lot of women came into the room where I was and wanted me to go out into the chaos. I had to fight. I got up with all my clothes on, fully dressed. But when I stepped into the hall, I remember it was cold out, and I didn't have my coat. So I saw this blue hoodie in the hall, and I took it, and it was the best covering. Yeah, it was the best covering it's the best covering that I could put on. The best covering I can do. So yeah. So he's still out there committing. That was a dream about. He's still out there. I ain't gonna say. I just say the dream. So that's the dream. That's one of the dreams. Okay. Then of course other one. That's another old dream. But as time goes on, the Lord God giving the dreams, I tell them to you about it. I wanted to get that dream out of the way. Because people know what that dream is more than I know that dream is. But we know what's the greatest sin in Israel? Fornication. That's the greatest sin of Israel. Yeah, protect yourself. Protect yourself. He warns us against fornication and adultery. Man, that our people warn us against that. Okay, so like I said, I dreamed a whole lot last night, but I didn't remember, and I didn't ask the Lord God to bring it back to my remembrance because I was so involved. Man, I listened to on YouTube. Man, I listened to this man, Hagee. Can't even think his name, man. John Hagee. Him and his son, man. Boy, I listened to that man. It was on YouTube. Man, that man said, the question Jesus couldn't answer. So we know. It's not that not that it wasn't his time for him to answer that question. It wasn't his time. And like he told us, said nobody knew the answer to that question but his Father in heaven. But let's digress on that right for a minute. At that time. But anyway, so this man gets up there, man, and he talking about Daniel has seen more prophecy than any other prophet. And that's a lie. That's a lie. Now let's debunk that lie first. Let's get down around T.G. Jakes to all of them regurgitate the same thing. Let's debunk that lie. So in this book here, the book of Enoch, what the Lord God told him. Lord God told Enoch prophecy. So it showed him everything that it was prophecy, everything that was going to happen from the beginning of the world to the end of the world. Everything was going to happen to generation to generation. That's the Lord God. So that right there tells you that Daniel, that right there tells you that man had more prophecy than Daniel. Okay, so let's man, let me just continue on. Let's continue on. All right. So the next day, then the next prophet man who had prophecy, I'm just going through it. Jesus was a prophet. Sure was. I mean, you go ask a Muslim right now. Go ask any Arabic, Muslim, Muslim, whatever you want to call it. Ask them who Jesus was. They're going to tell you Jesus was a prophet. That's what they're going to tell you. And Jesus had more prophecies than Daniel. He said it. He told you more prophecies than Daniel in the four Gospels. In the Gospel you say, he told you more prophecies than Daniel right there. And then the next day, you go John the Revelator. He told you more prophecies than Daniel. I mean, come on, man. You're a liar. That's straight up. You're a hypocrite. That's what you are. Yeah, you're a liar and you're a hypocrite. That's what you are. And they actually say, who said that? Go say that same man. You say, anybody can say, put a tag on it and call you anything. But that's a lie. You can call yourself what you want. But when the Lord God calls yourself something, then you are that. That's right. Okay, well, I'm just letting you know who calls me Elijah. That's right. So, but anyway, so the man said so many lies, man. And then on top of that, after he finished saying all that, let me digress for a minute, because we're going to get into this. So now he talked about all of that. They're still regurgitating the rapture. And the man, go ahead, man. Go ahead on that foolishness. That's foolishness. Still leading God people into sin, and you're going to pay for that. That's right. You're going to pay for every bit of it. You're talking about God going to come and fly you some zillion miles away to a place called heaven. That's a lie. And I'm going to tell you and show you that's a lie. And then you want to then call yourself, then you want to go up there and call yourself, they got this bad. They won't call themselves Jacob's children. You're not Jacob's children. You're not Jacob's child at all. It's nothing of Jacob. Now, if you want to say that you're a part of Abrahamic covenant or the faith of Abraham, well, we're going to have to agree with that. Because they got so many others, because Abraham had other children. And if you want to say Abraham the father of faith, I can agree with that. Some of it anyway. But I can debunk that also. So, man, it's got so much you say, man. I can't remember all. But I listened to that sermon. And it got so much that you had did. But anyway, so they still out there with that same foolishness. They see we got T.G. Jakes too. They too. I'm gonna come on, but let me digress for a minute. So anyway, so after you say all this, next thing you know, a plate. He has the plate that you got to buy for $1,500. Yeah, and he had more stuff with it. Then he got the Christmas ornament in there. And if you listen to what the Lord God has given me to give to you, you know all that's not of the Lord God. You know all that is of Satan himself. That's what it is. That's what it's about. And you just keep on running to these people in this church. The Lord God said, come out. And even if you want to stay there, if you saw children and all that, if you want to say, that's fine. But if you are Jacob, the seed of Jacob, and you know you are the seed of Jacob, you know you're of Israel, you know you come from one of those fathers, get out of her. And that's what he said. That's what Jesus said, get out of her, my people. Now, so you could keep on standing. I keep on and tell you, it's over with. All right. You don't want to say them doors shut. I tell you about the dreams with the doors shut. Boy, them doors are shut. And when I go back to them doors don't have no lock or nothing on them. Them doors are shut. Okay. So they keep shutting. But anyway, so let's get into it. Let's get into it because Man, this man telling y'all lies, and y'all just going wrong with the lie. Y'all don't be scared to tell them people that they're a liar. Listen, let me tell you something. Because they done me the same thing. They get up there, them pastors, preachers, and everything, and they puff themselves up. And then they put that tag on them. They put a bad tag on you and a good tag on them, when that bad tag should be on them and a good tag should be on you. That's what they do. That's how they do it. They've been doing it. And they refuse to change that. But anyway, so, yeah. So, man, I lost my train of thought. Man, this man got me going so much he didn't say, man. But anyway, so they put a bad tag on you and a good tag on them. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie, man. That's a lie. Go ask them. Let's get into it. Let's just go get into it. Because my mind going this way and that way, and then before I can get something out, the Lord God and then gave me something else. So we're going to Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel chapter 33. Yeah, I think it's Ezekiel chapter 33. Let's see. Ezekiel chapter 30. Yeah. Ezekiel chapter 33. Let's see, it might be 34. Yeah. Okay, Ezekiel chapter 34. And the words, Ezekiel chapter 3, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus say the Lord God unto the shepherds, Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Shall not the shepherd feed the flocks? You eat the fat, and you clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but you feed not the flock. So, I mean, that's to TGJ too, and this one, Hagee, all of them. As they come on, I'm going to tell you about the disease. Yeah, the disease have you not stricken, neither have you healed that which was sick, neither have you bound up that was broken, neither have you bought again that was driven away, neither have you sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have you ruled it. And that's how they do, man. You go in there and talk to one of the people, go in there and try to talk to them about what I say, what the Lord God has given me in his book, and then you see how cruel those people are. Yes, indeed. Go up there and ask them for some money. Go up there and ask them when the last time they healed somebody. That's what Jesus telling them. Yeah, go ask them when the last time they healed somebody. Go ask them when the last time they healed somebody. Say they can't tell you. They can't tell you that. Yeah, and they were scattered because there is no shepherd. They became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. That's another thing. You have so many people that I'm talking about way before the Lord God showed me the Holy Covenant and thing that we should get back in the covenant, because I was in those churches. I got out. Yeah, I got out, man. Them people wasn't doing nothing. Come on, bro. And I was a preacher. That's what makes it so bad. Yeah, licensed preacher. And that would make it so bad. Man, I listen to these people say none of that they say was of God. None of that. None of that. Everything was about monetary gain, covetousness. That's what it was. And so when I got there, ain't nobody come seeking and trying to find me and where I was at and what I was doing. No, indeed. And they had a whole lot of people out there talking, no, man, not going to church house, no, not going to do this. And yeah, men and women. Men and women. Yeah, there's a whole lot of them out there that don't go to church more. You just not. Another thing, we're going to get into that too. Like I said, I told you my mind going a mile a minute. But anyway, he talking about, we're getting into that, how somebody gonna come and fly these people away to heaven. So we're getting into that too. My sheep wandered through all the mountains, upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. And then when you go to the book of 12 Patriarchs, I told you what the father Judah left. Father Judah told you how we was going to be within in every nation, kindred, and tribe. He told us how he was going to scatter us all over the face of the earth. And those things have been done. That's prophecy. Therefore you shall hear the word of the Lord. As I live, say the Lord, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd. Neither did my shepherd seek for my flock, but the shepherd fed themselves, fed themselves and fed not my flock. And Teacher Jake this morning was to talk about knowing to hear the voice of the Lord that God. Man, just give me a second. because man, it hurts my heart. It's really a heartbreaking thing. And I just, just have to digress because what they're doing, and you go look at the video, Jim Hagee ministry, and right up under that, and up under this ministry and everything, they have the ornaments. That's what they do. See, I don't ask for no money. I don't want no money. All I want you to do is know that the time is up, and you have to get back in the bonds of the Holy Covenant because the Lord God is coming. I know the time. I know the date. I know all that. Yes, I do. And I tell you, me and you ever have a private conversation, I'll let you know. But anyway, so so these people, all they do is selling these idols. And what the thing about it, you have these elderly people and these widows at home, they're getting ready to leave the world. And they want to help somebody and try to get their lives together with Christ. Then you have these other young people who have been out in the world have offered it, and the Lord God has spoke to them and came in their life. And what they become pastor like, they run right there in them church houses. I did the same thing. You run right there in the church house, and this is a design plan. This is the same plan. Yeah, this plan was hashed up back when Constantine and them Jews got together, and you'll find that in the book of the 12 Peter, how the Levites and the Jews got together for work against us, against Jacob's children, against those who seek and find the law. Yeah, so when you go in that church house, they bound you up all again and put all these 12 gods in there, and you start serving these gods, man. That's what they're doing. And those who the Lord God eyes are open to the fact, they just go around and think that's a part of it, but it's not, man. Come on, them church houses. All that, man, all it is you for pray, and you feed them, and they fat, and they live in a certain lifestyle, and man. Therefore, you shepherd, hear the word of the Lord. Thus said the Lord God, behold, I'm against the shepherd. I will require my flock at their hand and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither should a shepherd feed themselves anymore, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they might not be meat for them. So that's what it come out. That's the seducing spirit comes where? Out of their mouth, man. And so I keep telling you, man, go there and study and read for yourself, man. Stop listening to what them people say. So when they do open up their mouth, you know where is that, know where to find that, and know if they're telling the truth or not. Let me keep going. For thus said the Lord God, behold, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. So that's what's going on now. As the shepherd seek out the flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so I seek out my sheep, and I'll deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. So I'm going to repeat that because people understand when the Lord come back, that darkness and those angels, I didn't told you that. The angels in the heavens, they're going to be the demons. They're in the heavens. They're going to be sitting down on the earth. That's a dark. That's what the Lord God says. It's a dark day. It's a cloud. I just finished reading that. Go read the book of Amos. Go read the book of Obadiah. Go read the minor prophecies and see that. But anyway, before I leave, since we're on the sheep, and so T.G. Jakes was talking about sheep, but this is the dream. This is the dream. Yeah, it's in this paper right here. Wait a minute, let me see. I'll show it to you. It's in this paper right here. See this paper, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. And how this paper come about, of course, everything I got, the Lord God either came in an audible voice and gave it to me, or came in a dream with an audible voice and gave it to me. But anyway, yeah, I had a dream about a sheep. And so I didn't see the Lord God. I just heard the voice of God. The voice of the Lord God. And so we was at this marketplace. In the marketplace, they had where they're selling feeds and stuff like a feed store. But the old type of feed store, the kind that they have the loading dock, and they come out and bring the sacks of feed and everything. So I heard the voice say, it said, man, let me get this, because I didn't write this down. So they had this man say, you see my dog? And I looked at it, said, see my dog? And I told you this in another video. So he said, see my dog? The dog had black hair, just hair was jet black. And he had a little pink bow in there. And I said, that don't look like no dog. He said, yeah. He said, that's my dog. He said, yeah. He said, that's my dog. He said, it's a very special dog. He said, yeah. He said, my dog. And man, it's gonna come back to me. And he said, yeah, it's my dog. He said, it's a very special dog. I have taught it how to eat meat. I said, yeah, but I still said, well, I said, that's a dog, but it doesn't look like a dog. He said, yeah, that's my dog. It's a very special dog. I have taught it how to eat meat. And then after that, I looked at it real good, and it was a black sheep. And so when you go on this, not by might, not power, I had the dream or vision, whatever, written now, and say the black sheep is a very special sheep. The black sheep have been taught by the Lord God to eat meat. They're the only sheep the wolves are scared of. You see what I say? Only sheep the wolves are scared of. Yeah, they call it the dog sheep, the only sheep in the whole world. Yeah, the only sheep the whole world followed. The black sheep taught the world how to march, and this time the black sheep should teach the world again about Jonas and Hosea and the things about that. So, yeah, man, so that's what he told me. And so as time goes on, these things will be revealed to you. Yeah, they be revealed to you. So let's get back into it. So that's what the Lord God. And when you go in this book right here, see the book right here, and you go to the Gospel of Thomas. Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, the Gospel of Thomas, it tells you about Jesus, telling you about his sheep. Yeah, man, come on, man. Yeah, Jesus tell you about his sheep. Jesus tell you about the one sheep, the 99, the 99s. Yeah, listen to it. This is in Knox, the Gospel of Tom area, in this page 19, in this verse 107. Jesus said, the kingdom is like a shepherd who had 100 sheep. One of them, the largest, went astray. He left the 99 sheep and looked for that one until he found it. And when he had gone to such trouble, he said to the sheep, I care for you more than the 99. And so, yeah, that's the one sheep. And that's man, when you read, I just finished reading this book. When you go to Wisdom Book, the Apocrypha, and that's King James Version, it tell you how he chose one animal. Man, all that. I mean, I know I'm rushing fast because I'm trying to get so much in such little time. But anyway, so let's go back. As a sheep seek out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered. Wait, we gotta repeat that. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 12. As a sheep seek out his flock. I keep saying sheep. As a shepherd seek out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered. So will I seek out my sheep, and I will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. So that's the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is what? A cloudy day. The day of the Lord, what? It's a dark day. And that's when the Lord God got to come back and get us. And listen, this is what he said. And I will bring them out from the people and gather them from the countries and will bring them to their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers in all the habited places of the country. So does that sound like somebody come and take you and fly you away to heaven? Let's finish. I'll feed them in good pasture upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. There shall they lie in a good fold, in fat pasture should they feed upon the mountains of Israel. I will feed my flock. I will cause them to lie down, say the Lord God. This is what the Lord God saying. This is God saying after he come back. I will seek that which was lost and bring again that which was driven away. I will bind up that which broken. I will straighten that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. What does it say? But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. And as for you, O flock, thus says the Lord God, behold, I judge between cattle and cattle, between the rams and the he-goats. Seem it a small thing unto you to have eaten up the good pasture, but you must tread down with your feet the residue of the pasture, and to have drunk of the deep waters But you must foul the residue with your feet. And that's what they're doing. After these people have been come, that's doing all over. After they come, man, and they take the good of it and everything, then they foul it up. So what? So you cannot eat it, man. I keep telling you, man, when you go to the book, I tell you again, when you go to the book of Adam and Eve, and I didn't read this to you before. When you go to the book of Adam and Adam and Eve had Lord God had told them how to do the wheat. And after they were so tired, what Satan did, he came and just burnt up the wheat and threw the water out. And that's what he's doing right now. Yeah, he can't do it because God has cursed him for to do it. But what did he do? He got Cain children, Esau children to do it. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's what it do. When you go read, when you read the Testament of Solomon, and the Testament of Solomon tell you how the hierarchy is and how they get these lower demons and these demonic spirits to do their bidding. All that's in there. But this is what they're doing, man. That's why that's why all the earth and everything, these people, these barons, these rich, super rich and rich people, and having all these businesses and everything, and it destroyed everything. And they get the money for them stuff and give you that, and then they go back and all that what they have is being destroyed, man. Better go watch some of them documentaries and see, man. They ever say, as for my flock, they eat that which have been trodden down with your feet, and they drink that which you have fouled with your feet. Therefore, thus say the Lord God unto them, behold, I even will judge between the fat cattle and between the lean cattle. They got this picture out coming out now in the dark. I think it's in the dark. Go look at that movie and see what's going on, man. Because you have thirst with the side and with the shoulder, and push all the disease with your arm till you have scattered them abroad. And that's what they're doing. Therefore, I will save my flock, and they shall no more be a prey. And I will judge between cattle and cattle. And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them. Even my servant David, he shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. So why is he saying David? And I keep telling you. If you go and David, I think David had more prophecy. Yeah, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. In the book of in the Psalms, they got prophecy all through the Psalms. You just gotta, but you gotta get into the Lord God to know these things. And they got prophecy, all prophecy. So, and then why he tell you gonna send him back to King David? Because it say, look, even my servant David, and he shall feed them, shall be their shepherd. So we got everything in the book of Psalms. It tell you, go to Psalm 119. It tell you how to pray, when to pray, how to pray. It tells you how the Lord will forgive you. It teaches you, wait a minute, and it teaches you how to pray for your enemies. Man, these people not getting away with this. That was the Lord God tell you, I'm not getting away. So when you go to David, when you go to King David, and I tell you all again, if you want to start off, go read Psalms 35. Go read Psalms 35. And that'll help you. Now, they got stronger songs in there. But I always tell somebody, if you want to know, because King David put on sackcloth and ashes, and he prayed for who? He prayed for all Israel. He prayed for Judah. He prayed for all of us. And the Lord will be their God and serve my David, a prince among them. And I, the Lord, has spoken it. And I will make with them a covenant of peace, and will cause the evil beasts to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. I have read all this before. I have read with the Lord God coming back and get us. Go to the book of the 12 patriarchs and go to page 59 and page 75 and read the prophecy. Everything is about prophecy. And this is prophecy, what I'm reading to you right now. And it's going to come to pass, man. And I'll make them in the places around about my hill a blessing. And I will cause the shower to come down in this season. And there will be showers of blessing. And the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase. And there shall be safe in their land. And shall know that I am the Lord when I have broken the bands of their yoke and delivered them out of the hand of those that serve themselves of them. And that's what they're doing, man. Come on, man. The pastor, the preachers, the shepherd, that's what this is about. So when you go right here, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. Yeah, man, go read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and learn of the covenant. That's a covenant. It's more than just the Sabbath day. It's a covenant. Oh, man, man, man. Just like I'm telling you and telling you these things, one day this going to stop. And you're going to have to know it for yourself. I'm just telling you. And this was about me giving it to let you know where it's at. Let you know where it's at, yeah. And the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase, and there shall be safe in their land. So when it said the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase. Now think about that. Think about who he's talking about. Talking about Israel. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Talking about Israel. That tree that goes all the way to prosperity. And they shall be safe in their land, shall know that I am the Lord, and I have broken the bonds of their yoke and delivered them out of the hand of those that serve themselves of them. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall be a beast of the land devour them. Yeah, neither shall the beasts of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safe, and none shall make them afraid. And I'll raise up from them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed with hunger in the land, neither bear the shame of the heathen anymore. So let me stop right there. The Lord God said, yeah, because when you go to this book here, in the book of Thomas and Mary, and the Lord God point blank tells you that they're thirsty. People are intoxicated. When you listen to these different preachers, let the church say amen. Now, I know that's half of it got to praise there. And that's what they're doing. You just going along with them and you're not getting nothing. When you go home, you probably forgot something about what they said and going back, live their whole humdrum life and not knowing that how you really supposed to be serving the Lord that God and the blessing, what truly the blessings are. Man, man, man. Let me read this to you. This is not the Gospel of Thomas. Jesus said, recognize what is in your sight. That which is hidden from you will become plain to you. For there is nothing hidden which will not become manifest. His disciple questioned him and said to him, do what? Yeah. Do you want us to fast? How should we pray? Should we give alms? What diet should we observe? Jesus said, do not tell lies. Do not do what you hate. For all these things are plain in the sight of heaven. For nothing hidden will not become manifest, and nothing covered will not remain without being uncovered. Jesus said, blessed is the lion which becometh a man, and will be consumed by man. And cursed is the man whom the lion consumes, and the lions become a man. He said, the kingdom is like a wise fisherman who cast his net into the sea and drew it up from the sea full of small fish. Among them, the wise fisherman found a large fish. He threw all the small fish back into the sea and chose that large fish without difficulty. Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. Jesus said, now the sower went out, took a handful of seeds and scattered them. Some fell on the road, the birds came and gathered them up. Others fell on a rock and did not take root in the soil and did not produce ears. Others fell on thorns and they was choked. The seed, they choked the seeds. The worms ate them. And others fell on good soil and produced good fruits. It bore 60 per measure, 120 per measure. Jesus said, I have cast fire upon the world, and I see I am guarding it until it blaze. Jesus said, heaven will pass away, and one above it will pass also. See that? Heaven will pass away, and the one above it will pass also. And then when you go read, that's why I said, I just finished reading to you about the different heavens. And what is the heaven will pass away? That's the darkness will come down. Yeah, the dead are not alive, and the living will not die. In the days when you consume what is dead, you made it what is alive. When you come to dwell in the light, what would you do? On the day when you were one, you became two. But when you become two, what will you do? So, man, it's so much, man. It's so much in But you can't understand none of that. Why? Because you listen to these pastors, these preachers, these shepherds, just like I said, and you haven't humble yourself before the throne of grace. Call on the holy name of the Lord God. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his commandments, and enter back in the bonds forever. And that's what I had to do. I had to go to King David taught me that. King David prayed for his sins from the time he was born until whatever that day is, say like right now. And he prayed for all those sins, the ones that he seen and know, the ones that he didn't see and didn't know. He prayed for all that. That's what King David did. And then he hit the back of the bonds to forever come, just like from Adam all the way to us. That's what Jesus be telling you all the time. And then, yeah, that's why I tell you, go to David. Go to King David and see what King David did. And that's why he keep telling you. And then after that, it went well with King David. But he still had to pay. Yeah, you doing all this just like me. I had to pay too. Even after I repented, and the Lord was merciful on me, but I still had to pay. That's right. Oh yeah. All I can do is tell you. When you go to the book of Isaiah and it talk about Hezekiah, King Hezekiah, and and Isaiah was the prophet. He came and told Hezekiah that he was going to die. And but what Hezekiah did, he prayed, he moaned, he fasted, and he besought the Lord. And the Lord, yeah, gave him that fig and put on his wound, healed his wound, and gave him 15 more years. But what Hezekiah did, he went and sinned again. Yeah, go read it. It's in there. It's in the book of Isaiah. All right, all right. I will raise up them a plant of renown, and they shall no more consume with hunger in the land, neither bear the shame of the heathen anymore. And that's what you're doing. Thus say, thus shall they know that I, the Lord their God, am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people, say the Lord God. Israel, not the Jews, not that piece of dirt over you. Who is in captivity? Who have a yoke on their neck? Come on, bro. Come on. That's the hardest thing. Once you find out that you are Israel and you are God's chosen people, or you are God's chosen plant, you are God's chosen tree. When you find that out, man, everything in your life changes. When you enter back into the bonds of the forever covenant, everything in your life changes. It changed for me, and I know that's God, man. When I sought the Lord, I talk my whole heart, and got rid of everything out my life. I got rid of all that filthiness out my life. Fornication, and and all these idols, and all those gods of wood and stone, diamonds and jewelry, hair, all that stuff, makeup, got rid of all that stuff. Clothing, fine raiment, got rid of all that stuff out of my life. Why? Because the Lord God told me to get rid of it. And where does he tell you that? He tell you that in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and Deuteronomy chapter 7. That's right. And then when I start doing that, I start seeking him with all my heart. And as I start seeking him, he start giving me more and more and more blessings. And I'm talking about real blessings. I ain't talking about no monetary gain. I ain't talking about mammon. And you know what mammon is? Mammon is the god of money. So I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the things that I can take, my treasures that are laid up in heaven, the treasures that he add up onto you, man. Go to the book of Revelations and read the first 3 chapters of Revelation. Let's go there for a second. I ain't gonna stay long in there, but let's go there for a second, the book of Revelation. I just want to show you what the Lord God is talking about, man. You just, man. Let me see. I'm just gonna give this. Let me see. Oh man. Now I'm just gonna give you one thing. Unto the angel, Revelation chapter 2, unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write, these things say he that holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. I know thy work, and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles, and are not, and has found them liars, just like I called Jim Hagee a liar. T.J. Jakes, a liar, and I can go on and on and on. And I'm proving to you that they're liars all the time. This the Lord God said, and has borne and has patience for my name's sake, hath labored, and has not fainted. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Now, what's thy first love? because I left it too. When I told you this in another video. When I first came to Christ, man, I would fall on my knees praying, Lord, you want me to do this? Lord, should I do that? And Lord, where you want me to go at? And Lord, where you want to do next? And next thing you know, I went in those church houses. And God never told me to go in the church. I went up on my own. And I want to become a preacher, pastor, whatever, on my own. He didn't never tell me to do that. And I went in there and got bowed and tangled, and I had 7 more demons worse than before. I became an apostle like 2. Man, I became twice 4 as hell. Yeah, that's the whole design plan, man. That's a design plan to get you, when you become saved, as you call it, once you get to know Christ, you go in the church house, and you then left your first love. Now you're doing everything according to the church, wearing these, wearing those fine raiments. You got those gold rings and all that on your head, and earrings, and false hair, and weaves, and a certain type of shoes, and that is not of God. And that's what he said, nevertheless, I had someone against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. When you didn't want nothing else but the law of God. All you want to do is have more knowledge of him and learn more of his word. Not running behind houses, silver, gold, land, and all like that, bro. Come on, man. You learned that when you went in those church houses, bro. And you want to be there, you want to have the finest, this, finest, that, and that's what you did. Well, man, time up already. I'll make another video. But remember therefore from which thou hast fallen, and repent, and do the first work, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and remove thy candlestick out of this place, except thou repent. And so, man, that's the spirit, man. That's the law of God giving you, the spirit of the law. That which availeth something. Yeah, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. All I can do is tell you, brother, because time is wrapping up. You have less than, I have to keep on telling you, you have less than 3 years. Okay, you gotta believe me. All I can do is tell you that. So let's go back to Jeremiah chapter Ezekiel chapter 34. Let me finish up. Yeah, oh yeah, let me finish up. I'm gonna make another video after this. I have to, because I used up the first video of all this time, but I did tell you the 2 dreams. So they was old dreams, but they're still dreams. All right. Thus they know that I am the Lord their God, and I am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people, said the Lord God. That's we are his people. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, said the Lord. See? And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are what? Are men. Not no church house, not no building, not no sanctuary, not no high temple. They are, man, we are. And I'm your God, say the Lord God. That's all I'm doing, man. I'm just trying to get to you, man. Another dream before I go. Like I told you, I saw them. I'll tell you this dream too. I'll tell you again. Because they lied to the Lord God. Tell you he come back, and this is gonna be the next video. Hopefully, if the Lord God don't change it. And I'm gonna tell you how the Lord God, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna start that off with the Lord God coming back and tell you where he's gonna take you at and what it's gonna be. Yeah, because this many people lying to about this rapture thing. Yeah, they're gonna be. I'm gonna explain it to you in my next video. But anyway, so this is the dream, and I will tell this dream. Maybe tell the next video also. But this is the dream. Like I told you, I was in Israel. God sent me there. Oh yeah, I didn't know why I was going there, but I just went there being obedient. And so the first time I saw the lady in the dream, man, she was just sitting down, laying on a like a daybed, so peaceful. She was beautiful, but she was dressed in she had on clothes, but it wasn't a white gown. That she was laying there so peacefully and so beautiful and gorgeous. But I didn't know nothing, and had other people in the other room. And so I know, man, what do I know? I'm listening to these pastors, preachers all these years with all that foolishness, all that lying and that seducing spirit. That's what that was. So I don't know nothing about no beautiful lady lying down in bed. All she looked like was a beautiful woman lying down asleep. So the next dream that I had after the Lord God had me do certain things. So after I done those certain things, and then the next dream, man, I see it, bro. But these dreams was like visions, man. It was a night vision, as they say. And man, it was so real, oh, man. But anyway, so the next dream, I told this before, man, she was so woke. and had on this white garment with the flares on the uh, on the arms, and man, and it went down past her knees to her calves. And her hair fixed. She had on no makeup, nothing. I'm telling you, this one was gorgeous. With no makeup, nothing. Her hair was natural. And man, and boy, and when I saw her, she was woke. And man, they had all these other women that they dress up and then things, some in black, some, and but you know they always had the usher, the big woman, the morning women. They have on their white usher dress with their white hats on and everything, and they had a whole lot of them around. And boy, and they was getting her ready, boy, and they was making a big fuss, and she was awoke. Yeah, she was woke and bitten her guts, boy. When I saw that, boy, and the Holy Spirit, after a while, the Holy Spirit let me know exactly what that means, boy. And that was the church. The church had to woke her ever since that day to this day. We have been waking up. And then we've been going back, keeping the holy color, finding back who we truly are, finding back that we're in captivity, and the Lord God coming back to get us out of this captivity, just like He done for us in Egypt. Man, go read the book of David. Go read the book of Psalms. All that's in the book of Psalms. Yeah, all those prophecies in the book of Psalms, man. You just don't know. And your enemy attacking you, doing all those things like that, man. You better go read them Psalms and pray for your enemy. Yeah. So that's what I tell you. I always start off with Psalms 35. But this is not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit, say, Lord. I know I can make them dead, Lord. But they have other people that have to get up and stretch and move around because they stay in that spot one time and develop a blood clot because you live in the lane of your enemy and you don't know what your enemy have doing. But I know they have too much of stuff that's not supposed to be right. And the Lord God just finished telling you how they have contaminated the food and how they contaminated the water. I just finished reading that to you, man. Come on, bro. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And until next time, this is a lie.